Hello everyone. Let us continue our discussion about the topic shift registers. As we said in the last video, shift registers are nothing but a group of flip-flops. And we'll be having various types of shift registers like SISO, SIPO, PISO and PIPO. We already discussed about the SISO shift register and SIPO shift register, and in this video we are going to discuss about the parallel in serial out shift register and parallel in parallel out shift register. Before moving on to the discussion about the PISO and PIPO shift registers, let us look into the serial data and parallel data movement. In the case of serial data movement, if you want to move an n-bit data, it requires n clock pulses. That is, if you want to move a 4-bit data, it requires 4 clock pulses. And so this operation is very slow compared to the parallel data. In the case of parallel data movement, it requires just 1 clock pulse to transfer all the n bit of data. And so this operation is faster than the serial data movement. In the case of serial data movement, only one flip-flop is required to be connected at the output terminal, and so only one wire is required. Okay, so since we are having a single output line, only one wire is required at the output terminal. Whereas in the case of parallel data movement, it requires n number of connections at the output terminal, and thus too many connections is required for the parallel data movement. Now let's look into the parallel in serial out shift register. As the name indicates, we are inputting the data parallelly, but we are taking out the data serially. So for a register with parallel data inputs, the bits are entered simultaneously into the respective stages on parallel lines rather than on a bit by bit basis on one line as with serial data inputs. The serial output is the same as in the case of SISO shift registers. That means we will be having only a single output line. Okay. So once the data are completely stored in the register, then the data can be shifted out serially, one bit after another. Okay. So in the case of PISO shift register, all the bits are entered simultaneously onto the respective flip-flops through the parallel lines, okay, and they are outputted through the single serial output line. Okay. So let's look into a 4-bit parallel in serial out shift register. In the case of a 4-bit PISO shift register, we need 4 flip-flops. Okay, here we are considering 4 D flip-flops. Okay, then the 4 data input lines of this 4 D flip-flops are labeled as D0, D1, D2 and D3. Okay, we are parallelly inputting all the data. That means we are loading the data simultaneously into the 4 flip-flops. Okay, so once the data is available in the data input line, all the 4 bits will be simultaneously loaded into the 4 flip-flops. Okay, once the data is loaded into the flip-flop, then it can be taken out serially through the serial data output line. Q3 is the output line. So through this Q3 line, we can take out the data serially. That means one bit at a time. Okay, so we need to perform 2 operations in a flip-flop. That means we need to load the data parallelly, parallel load, and we need to transfer the data serially from one flip-flop to another. So from the FF0, it should be transferred to FF1, FF2, then through the FF3 or through the Q3 it will reach out, right? So we need to perform a load operation as well as the shifting of the data operation should be done in each flip-flop. So to control that, we'll be having a control line called shift bar load complement. Okay, so a control signal labeled shift bar load complement line is used to control the shift or loading operation. Okay, parallel load or serial shifting operation. That one will be controlled by means of this shift or load complement control line. Okay, so when this line is low, then the data bits are loaded simultaneously. So when this line is low means we are going to perform the loading operation. So that load line and the input line should be connected to each gate. Okay, so to the first FF0, we need to get we need to have this control line. This we should have a connection from the control line as well as the data input line. Okay, so D0 into shift or load complement line, so that one will be given to the D0, similarly to the D1, D2, D3. So by making use of 4 AND gates, we are loading the data bits simultaneously. Okay, so the load bit should be enabled by that time. Okay, then when this shift or load complement line is high, that means we are going to perform the shifting operation. That means we need to transfer the data from one flip-flop to another. So from the Q0, it should move to the D terminal. Okay, so by making use of another AND gate, we are transferring from Q0 to D. Okay, so this Q0 and this shift line is connected to the G5. So either of this one will be connected to the D input line. So making use of two AND gates and OR gate, we can perform this parallel in serial out operation. When this shifter load complement is low, the gates G1 through G4 are enabled, allowing each data bit to be applied to the D input of its respective flip-flop. So when a clock pulse is applied, the flip-flops with D is equal to 1 will reset, and those with D is equal to 0 will reset the flip-flop, thereby storing all the 4 bits simultaneously. Okay, so once the data bit is applied to the D input and a clock is applied, we can store all the 4 bits simultaneously. Okay, when this line is high, shifter load complement line is high, then the gates G1 through G4 are disabled and gates G5 through G7 are enabled, allowing the data bits to shift right from one flip-flop to the next. So the gates G5 through G7 will be enabled when this shifter load complement line is high. Okay, so the G5, G6 and G7 will be enabled when this shifter load complement line will be high. Okay, then this OR gates allow either the normal shifting operation or the parallel data entry operation, depending on which AND gates are enabled by the shift or load complement input line. Okay, so this OR gate actually allows the either the shifting operation or the parallel loading operation, depending upon on the gate enabled. Show the data output waveform for a 4-bit PISO shift register with the input data 1010 and the clock and the shift or load complement waveforms as in the figure. Okay, so here it is shown as a positive edge triggered clock, fine, and the input data is given as 1010. Okay, using the single clock pulse, all the data is loaded into the 4-bit PISO shift register simultaneously. Okay, so in the case of a 4-bit PISO shift register, we are having 4 input lines, and through these 4 input lines, the data 1010 is loaded into the register, making Q3 is equal to 0. So Q3 is our output line, and so the LSB bit 0 is there in the Q3 line. Okay, so Q3 can be a Q3 value is 0 and so 0 can be taken out. Then during the second positive edge pulse, the Q2 is shifted onto Q3. So Q2 is shifted onto Q3. Q3 is already 0, that one is taken out. Then during the next clock pulse, this one is shifted to the Q3. So the pulse moves to the 1 state. Okay, now the Q2 is there in the Q3. We can take that one out. Then during the next positive pulse, the 0 is shifted to Q3. Okay, during the second clock pulse, the 1 is shifted to Q3. By the same time, Q2 is shifted to Q1 is shifted to Q2, right? Q0 is shifted to Q1. That one is happening parallel. Okay. So during the clock pulse 3, the 0 is shifted to Q3. And during the clock pulse 4, the last bit 1 is shifted on to Q3. Okay, so using 4 clock pulses, we can retrieve or we can shift it out all the 4 bits. As this type of shift register converts the parallel data such as a 4-bit data or an 8-bit data word into serial format, it can be used to multiplex many different input lines into a single serial data stream which can be sent directly to a computer or transmitted over a communication line. So this PISO shift register can be used as a multiplexer. Multiplexer means many to one device, right? So here also we'll be having many parallel input lines, but we'll be getting only one output at a time. We'll be having only one output line. So it can act as a multiplexer. Now let's discuss about the fourth type of shift register, that is parallel in, parallel out shift register. In this PIPO shift register, the parallel data is loaded simultaneously into the register and they are transferred together to their respective output lines by the same clock pulse. Okay, so the data will be inputted parallelly as well as the data will be outputted parallelly. So we'll be having n input lines as well as n output lines. Okay. So this is a 4-bit parallel in, parallel out shift register. It consists of 4 input lines labeled as D0, D1, D2, D3. So on the active positive edge triggered clock pulse, the data will be inputted parallelly and the data will be outputted parallelly through the 4 output lines labeled as Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. This is a timing diagram of this PIPO shift register. Okay, fine. During the first positive clock pulse, the data bits on the data input lines D0, D1, D2 and D3 are 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so that one will be taken out through the output lines. So Q0 will be having the 0, Q1 will be having the 1 value, D2 0 will be there in the Q2 and Q3 will be having the 1 value. Okay, then during the next positive pulse, the data inputted on the data lines are 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so the same can be taken out on during the same clock pulse. So 0, 1, 1, 0 can be taken out through these 4 output lines. Okay, so we can input the data parallelly as well as we can take out the data parallelly. So that is the case of parallel in, parallel out shift register. The PIPO shift register is the simplest of the 4 configurations as it has only 3 connections: the parallel input lines, the parallel output lines and the sequencing clock signal. Similar to the SISO, this type of register also acts as a temporary storage device or as a time delay device, with the amount of time delay being varied by the frequency of the clock pulses. So till the next active clock pulse, the data can be stored in the register. So it can be act as a time delay device with the amount of time delay being varied by the clock frequency. Also, in this type of register, there are no interconnections between the individual flip-flops since no serial shifting of the data is required. We are parallelly inputting the data and we are taking it out through the parallel lines. So there is no communications or interconnections between the individual flip-flops in the PIPO shift register. So in this video, we discussed about the parallel in serial out shift register and parallel in parallel out shift register. Thank you.